Welcome to the IPC Certification Portal Online User's Guide. To access the IPC Certification Portal, type in the address certification.ipc.org. From the main public page, you have the option of logging into the certification portal or validating an existing certificate. Click on Certificate Validation. You can validate a certificate by searching using the person's last name, whether you're searching for a CIT or CIS certificate, and the certificate number. The certificate number must include any prefix and dashes shown on the student's certificate. The search will return any certificates found matching the input information. If no certificate is found, you can email certification@ipc.org to ask that an additional search be conducted. To return to the home page, click the Home tab. Click on Login in the upper right corner of the page to log in to the certification portal. Enter your email and password to access the portal. If you do not know your password, follow the link under the Login button and you will be able to retrieve or change your password. The home screen within the portal may have fewer options on your computer depending on the access you have been granted. The option for certificate validation is the same as the process we covered earlier in this video. Clicking the My Certification Summary link will take you to a list of all of the IPC certifications you have on record with IPC. In order to submit a training report, click on View Edit Classes. The first step in submitting a report is to set up a class. On the class list, you will see any classes you have pending, already scheduled, and completed classes. To set up a class, click Enter New Class. On the Add Class page, select the name of the instructor from the pull-down menu, and then select whether this is a CIS or CIT course. Next, select the course name. In this case, we are showing the IPCA 610 CIS course. Once the course name has been entered, a list of all modules will appear. Notice that the required modules are selected. The optional modules can be selected as needed for the class that will be conducted. Check the box at the top of the list in order to select all or deselect all of the modules. The next portion of the form is to indicate the trainer's employer. Your default employer should already be visible. Click on the name of the employer to select it. Use the funnel icon at the upper right of the name column to find additional employers. The next selection is the exam type. In this case, we are only entering the information as a training report. Select Report Entry. We will look at the other options later in this video. Next, enter the start and end dates for the courses being taught. In the comment box, you can enter any pertinent information you wish to have recorded on this training report. Finally, when all the information has been entered, select Add to complete the class setup process. The next screen will show a summary of the information you just entered. At the bottom of the page, select Enroll Students to add attendees to this class. There are different ways to enter a student to the class roster. If you know the student's IPC ID, you can enter the ID in the top text box and click Add. The next option is the Add the Student by Last Name and by using a previous certificate earned in any IPC program. Finally, you can search by the student's last and first name. When you click Search, a list of names matching your search criteria will be displayed. If the student is on the list, simply select the student's name to add him or her to the roster. If the student is not in the IPC database, you can add a new student. Select Add New Student and fill in all of the student's information. Be sure to include the student's email address. This email address will be used when the student takes an online exam for any IPC course. When all the students have been entered, you can continue with entering the student's exam results. Click on the student's name to be taken to the course entry page for the individual student. On this page, you can enter the number of questions the student answered correctly on each of the exams. Click on the pencil icon to enter information for each exam. Even if the student does not achieve a passing grade, enter the number of questions answered correctly. When you are finished entering the information, click on the check icon. When all of the mandatory modules have been successfully completed and entered into the system, a box next to Certificate Number Issued will appear. Enter the certificate number from the certificate being issued to the student. Include all prefix and dashes in the certificate number. When all the information is complete, click Save. If a certificate number is not entered for a student, a red box will appear near the student's name on the roster. The certificate number must be entered before the portal will allow the training report to be submitted. When all information for all students have been entered into the form, click on Submit to IPC. A verification box will pop up and ask if you are sure you would like to submit the report. Once a report is submitted, it cannot be recalled. Now let's look at a class in which the students will use the online exam feature of the portal. Enter the class information just as before. When you reach the exam type, this time select Online. This will indicate that you intend to use the online exams for this class rather than using paper exams as in the past. Enter the dates for the class as before. An additional line will be available for you to use. The Invoices option will be open. From this pull-down menu, you will select the invoice number which was previously set up with IPC to pay for the online exams and certificates. For more information on setting up the invoices, contact certification at ipc.org. When the appropriate invoice has been selected, click on Add Invoice Number to assign the invoice to this roster. The next section of the form will indicate how much money is remaining on the open invoice. When you have completed the form, click Add to create the class. This time on the class detail page, there will be additional information including how many students you can set up using this invoice. Keep in mind that the limit for workmanship classes is still 12 students, and the limit for discrimination skills classes is 15. The number shown is the total number of students remaining on this invoice. Continue with the process of enrolling students as before. When the students are ready to take an online exam, click the tab labeled Take Online Exam. Use your email and password to log into the exam portal as the trainer for each student on the roster. Select the student from the class roster and click Continue. Then the student needs to log in using his or her own email and password. The student will be directed to a page where he or she can select Take a Test. Any exams which are available to the student will appear on the screen. The student must take the mandatory test before any other tests can be taken. The student should select Start this test to begin the test. All of the questions are multiple choice questions. The question order and the answer order will be randomly scrambled for each test. The student should select the appropriate answer for each question and then click Submit Forward to go to the next question. Clicking Submit Forward without selecting an answer will skip the question to be answered later. The student can review the answers by selecting Submit Back. When the student has completed the test, the system will indicate whether there are any skipped questions which still need to be answered. By selecting Jump Back, the student can go directly to any skipped questions. When all questions have been answered, the student should select Save and Finish to complete the test. The results of the test will be shown to the student and recorded in the class roster. The student will also see a review of the questions, including any incorrectly answered questions. The student may now go on to any other mandatory tests. When all of the mandatory tests have been completed with a passing grade, the student's certificate will be displayed. The student should click on the PDF image to view or print the certificate. As the student completes any optional modules, the trainer can endorse the student's certificates, just as in the past. Now let's look at some other features of the IPC certification portal. On the home page, you can select Company Certification Summary. This option allows you to search and filter the results to see all of the certifications at your company. In addition, the results of the search can be printed or exported to an Excel spreadsheet. Another option on the home page is the Certification Administrator Summary. This option will show all of the certifications trained by someone in your company. In this case, the link shows IPC since the person logged in works for IPC. When you are logged in, the option will be for your company. Again, the resulting page can be searched or filtered as needed. If you need help, you can contact the IPC CERT team by simply clicking Email the IPC CERT team. You can also find online help in the form of an online help manual, a frequently asked questions section, and through the Contact Us option. The preferred contact method is by email to certification@ipc.org. However, if you need more personal or immediate assistance, the contact information for the CERT team is listed on the Contact Us page. If you need to change your personal information, change your password, or opt in or out of bulk IPC emails, click on your name in the upper right of the page. This option will take you to the Manage My Account section. After you log in, you will see all the information IPC has on file for you, and you can correct the information through this form. Finally, if you would like to know how many certifications any company has, you can use the link from the IPC homepage. Go to www.ipc.org. and then under Knowledge, select IPC Certification Stats by Company, Counts Only. From this search page, you can enter the name of any company or a portion of the company name and see the number of certifications in each IPC program that the company has. We hope you have found this video user guide useful. If you have further questions, please email us at certification@ipc.org. Thank you for watching.